Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. All right, this week, I thought about a traveling God. And let me tell you why. I got an email from my pastor, Jarrett Stevens, recently, and pointed out a passage in the Psalms that's really, really cool. The psalm is Psalm 68. And it's a psalm that talks about let God arise, let his enemies be scattered. And it talks about how God is the father of the fatherless and the protector of the widows, and how he dwells in his holy habitation. But beyond that, it talks about how God is someone who rides in the deserts. In fact, verse 4, I've got it right here, says, sing to God, sing praises to his name, lift up a song to him who rides through the deserts. What an incredible picture. I mean, we all go through desert times in our lives. And these are might be the wilderness times, like Pastor Jarrett was thinking when he sent me this email, might be the times where you just feel dry and arid, spiritually, physically, emotionally depleted. And we've got a God who mounts up and goes riding into the desert to help those who need his help. I really love this image of God, the traveling God. He doesn't merely sit in his holy habitation and wait for us to find our way to him. When we're in that dry, mucky, everyday, nitty-gritty, sand-blasted, thirsty, barren wilderness of life, he mounts up and comes to ride to our rescue. I love that. I love that idea of God, father to the fatherless, God, protector of the widows, God who settles the alone people, the solitary, the lonely in a home, who takes the prisoners and leads them to prosperity. He lets the rebellious dwell in a parched land, but for those people who seek him, God comes to his rescue. The psalm also says that he goes out before his people. So he's not just riding to our rescue. He's headed out in front of us. He's going to blaze the trail. He's going to make it where we have our way through the wilderness because he's marched through the wilderness before us. He's going to bring us the rain. He's going to feed us the manna. He's going to take care of his people. And that's marvelous. Now, the psalm doesn't end there. The psalm has another part to it as well that's wonderful, and that's down in verses 32 and 33. There the psalmist says, O kingdoms of the earth, sing to God, sing praises to the Lord, to him who rides in the heavens. See, the ancient heavens, the psalmist says. And this is our God. Our God can ride through the heavens. Our God can sit in his holy habitation. Our God can ride through the desert. There's nowhere we won't find our God present, ready, willing, and desiring to help us. And that's just a question of whether or not we look to him for the help. You know, there's that old saying, God helps those who help themselves. I've found that not to be true. I've found that God helps the helpless and lets the rest help themselves. If you and I have it, so be it. But when you and I don't, that's when we need the God who dwells in his holy habitation, but will ride through the desert, march through the desert, prepare the way for us, ride through the heavens, and be there to take care of the needy person who calls on his name. So this is travel week for your video thoughts for the day. We're going to look at God on the move. And I hope today you'll reach out to him and let him ride to your rescue. God bless you, and that's your video thought for the day.